Okay, folks, this will be a real challenging one. I don't know if this one's going to come off any good or at all well, should I say. But I'll see how we go with this. See if we can turn it into something out of nothing. Nice piece of something, but it's a piece of shit to work with, I'm pretty sure. Don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to work. I'm going to leave it on 100 for this. Fuck, I hate that. This user interface can be a pain in the ass to work with. I don't feel today's demos are working out too well, as they often do work out better than this. But, you know, you have your good days and you have your bad days, folks. You've got to accept that. I've got to accept it, folks. Anyway, it is some piece of stainless steel. I found it on the street, and I've just bent it intentionally to make it more interesting to the photocopier, or to photocopy with, should I say. Photocopiers don't have feelings, folks. Haha. This is tricky, trying to keep it lining up with the lamp. Hopefully the bends in this piece will make it look more interesting. Otherwise it would look like shit if it was just flat. Yeah, looks interesting in some respects, but it looks a bit dull, a bit boring. Just as I was thinking, I'm going to try and do a movement piece, moving it around in a haphazard fashion. Yeah, that looks a bit more interesting than it was. Looks a bit more interesting. You can even see some of the writing that's on there, which is a lot more obvious than I thought it would be. Going to try it again. Yeah, looks shit house compared with the last version. A lot of reflection there. This looks a bit more interesting, but it's not got anything I can focus on that I can really totally like make into something really nice. I'm going to turn it this way this time. Just using my camera hand this time to press it. Yeah, again it looks boring. It doesn't look like anything's going to amount to anything from this. This looks interesting, but it's not quite enough. But I'm not going to give up yet. I'm going to try and just give it a few more time, give it a fair whack of a go, so to speak. Yeah, looks shit. There's a nice bit of colour there. Maybe some of that colour could utilise in something. I'm going to try again. Going to move it up a bit, or maybe just keep it there. Yeah, looks interesting. We've got more of it sitting in front of the lamp than we did before. This looks really quite interesting. Maybe we could work with this little section here. I'm going to try and enlarge it. I don't know if it's actually going to work, if we're going to have to set it up differently. Maybe with the photo paper mode, which we don't use very often. Very rarely do we use it. Deep breath, folks. I'm going to try that. I'm going to just take this and put it aside. We might use it again later. This looks really promising, possibly. So we're just going to enlarge that to 400%. I'm just going to take that section out of there. This looks even nicer at the bottom, but it's only a little bit. I do wish I had more of that bright stuff like that. But we might get something out of this as something different. Yeah, that's come up better than I thought, actually. The colour in that looks a lot nicer than I imagined. Maybe a little bit of extra movement could make it look even better. So I'm going to move the original that we have on the glass and make it a bit more jazzy, a little bit more interesting. Just tilt it and just move it. Yeah, looks promising, but not quite what we're after. We're going to have to get this movement correct. Well, maybe we could utilise this as a movement piece to make it easier, because it's easier to do it when when you're not enlarging so big. So I'm just going to maybe do a better version of that. Try and get the whole lot in so we don't have to miss any of it. When we'll just make it look a bit better than that. So I'm just going to quickly do another version of that, just a bit fit better on the page. Yeah, that's come up looking a bit better in some ways. Maybe we cut a bit too much of that off, but I think that should be right. I'm actually thinking maybe I could angle it. That could be a way. Well, maybe we'll just use that as a master copy. Just take that away. We're just going to utilise that and make it a movement piece. We're just going to take it off, way off the 400%. Put it back on 100, and then we can get something good out of that, hopefully. Yeah, looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after. Gonna leave it on that. Gonna leave it on 100. Just going through some ideas in my head, folks. Going to leave it like that. I'm just going to try and wing it as we are. Yeah, looks interesting. Maybe we're going to make it into a marble piece. We're going to utilise this as our next master copy. I'm going to try and keep doing that until we find something we really like. Something that really wins. I'm going to try and focus on where that yellow is to start with. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting actually. I don't know if I quite like it, but we can use it. I think we can just cut it down there and cut some of that off, and we might have quite a nice piece. We'll see how we go with it, folks. So we're just going to maybe overlap that over the edge there, if I'm correct. See if we just find a way of making this look really nice. Deep breath, folks. I do get anxious. I do miss my partner Luigi. I'm trying to get in touch with him through the 6 o'clock news. It's really proven to be difficult trying to interest a channel like Channel 9 to air my material, but it's essential that I do because I'm really needing to get in touch with this person. I'm getting lonely, and loneliness does kill. I know people may not believe that it does kill, but it does. I really feel lonely without my partner Luigi. I wonder how this is going to look. It looks a bit too stretched. I think I overdid the stretch, or maybe hang on, I just have to enlarge it more on the vertical. I think I've got it looking quite nice. It just has to go up a bit on the, if I'm correct, on the vertical. Vertical needs to go up. That's what needs to go up now, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to go for 140 by 140. Yeah, that's gone up quite a lot. Do wonder if it's too much or if it's just right. Yeah, it looks like the 140 by 140 looks like it's worked. We'll soon find out and see how it goes together as a mirror image. But considering what we started with, a piece of bent stainless steel, yeah, considering, you know, that's not an interesting thing to photocopy, even though I did try to make it more picture worthy. But considering it's a piece of shit to work with, we've done quite well. Okay, that's that one. Now we just got to print off two complementary images, mirror images. Thought I heard some thunder, or what sounded like thunder. Wouldn't be surprised. With all this climate changing that we're having, yeah, it's quite a warm day. Overcast. So that's those here. Anyway, that's come up looking really, really nice. I think we can now call this demo definitely quits.